What's up, my YouTube friends and family? Hope everyone's doing well. It's another wonderful morning. We got snow today. Not really sure how I missed that. I checked the weather before I took this load a couple days ago, and I don't think I caught this, but it's snowing. It just started a little while ago, and I'm at a Walmart distribution center in Kentucky, and I don't want to say I've bad-mouthed Walmart. Bad-mouthed Walmart. I can speak. I can. I promise. I've made comments about Walmart in the past. I've had experiences. We'll just put it that way. Anyway, so I showed up here about 45 minutes early for my appointment, and as you can see by my jostling, they're unloading me. I pulled up to the gate, showed them my paperwork. They gave me an envelope, told me what door to go back up to. The door was available. I walked the packet into their little clerk, receiving clerk, whatever you want to call it. She called on the radio, called out my door number, and before I got to the truck, the light was red, and there was a forklift inside, guys. So that's all right. My pickup isn't till 11. I got myself a $5,000 load going from Kentucky down to Texas. And this load's on purpose. I'm going home. I'm going to drop the truck off in the Permian Basin over at the oil field yard, get a couple maintenance issues addressed, give her a good bath. I mean, not that these truck washes don't do a good job, but at home we got the steam cleaner, and I'll have them go through and make sure they get all the nooks and crannies, because we've been going through some salt. Anyway, so enough about that. I do want to thank the new subscribers. Honestly, I didn't expect to get this many this quick. I was excited when I got to 100, and I know the few that I have aren't a lot, but it does mean something to me that you guys are subscribing and you're coming back and checking out my videos. I'm not going to do a Amazon load board review over the weekend, maybe till Sunday night, mainly because the load board is out of balance on the weekends. Some people on Friday, this is part of why the rates are cheap, but on Friday they'll book their Monday loads just because they don't want Monday to come and they don't have something to do. So Fridays, people tend to book a lot of loads that are really cheap. And then over the weekend, most of the suppliers to Amazon are closed. So, I mean, if you wanted to go pick up from General Electric, for example, odds are they'll be closed. So the load boards will be all out of whack and out of balance. And, if the idea for some of you guys is that you're thinking about buying a truck or adding the insurance to what you already have to qualify for Amazon, it's better that you see like the real deal instead of it being too dry. I did catch a couple of requests that I saw. Dallas, I put on the videos on a regular basis, and so if you look through some of the older videos, you'll see some Dallas stuff. I recommend you look at those, and then when I do Dallas tomorrow night, you can kind of compare what it was in the past versus what it is now, and you can have a better idea of what the market's doing. Phoenix, I've worked myself because it's kind of a stepping stone or gateway to get home. Phoenix is really hit or miss. It's kind of like Vegas in the sense that it's isolated and it doesn't have a lot of vendors there, and so most of the market in Phoenix is either round trip out and back, or it's inbound stuff from LA. And so sometimes you got great loads in Phoenix and sometimes you have horrible loads in Phoenix. A great paying load out of Phoenix comes up in the middle of the day. It unloads in the afternoon. It's over by the airport, and basically it's loads coming off of the Air Prime, and those loads pay really, really well. You'll get loads going from Phoenix to Tucson, from Phoenix to Vegas, from Phoenix somewhere north, I forget where it was. But those pay extremely well, and typically it's like 2 cardboard boxes that they just threw packages in, they're almost like totes, but they're cardboard boxes on a pallet. I want to say we got $1,600 once to go to Vegas, and it was literally 2 pallets, they're cardboard boxes, and you could push them by hand. Anyway, but that's a 53-foot, you supply the trailer load. Anyway, someone commented about Seattle. You know, I've never looked at Seattle's loads other than when I would see like a really good paying load into Seattle. I struggled to find something coming out, but there does appear to be quite a bit of local stuff, so I'll definitely add that to the next one. I never really consider Seattle like its own market, but obviously people live there and they have distribution centers there, so I'll throw that on the next one. Anyways, just wanted to say morning to everyone, and thanks to the new subscribers. I am working on another video. A lot of the hotshot guys looking to get into this always compare, you know, hot shots to big rigs, and there's always like these videos that come out that are, you know, well, don't do rigs because you'll lose money, it's too expensive, you don't make money. There's a lot of circumstance that separate the two. Yes, rigs are, if you compare a brand new rig to a brand new pickup truck, a brand new rig is obviously like 150 grand. Most of us don't buy brand new rigs. I had up to 20 trucks at one point. Never bought a brand new rig. Always bought them used. The truck I'm in now, I bought 4 of them at a time, paid $80,000 for all 4. And here we are a few years later, and a couple 100,000 miles later, still running, 20 grand. Go buy a pickup truck for 20 grand, see if you'll get 200,000 miles out of it. So there's lots of ways to skin a cat on that. I'm trying to put together a video, but every time I get halfway through it, I realize I'm going in a circle. Maybe it's time to start putting up graphics and stuff and go, you know, bullet point by bullet point. But that is a topic that I want to bring up. Even on how to pick the right semi truck for what you're doing. You know, and again, why you struggle to compare pickup trucks to semi trucks. Guys, you could have 20 different trucks that look exactly the same, and they'll have 20 different specifications, and the 20 of them will have differing fuel economy because, for example, if you get a Cummins ISX, they have the industrial version, which is like for your, you know, mining and you know, your cement trucks and vocational type stuff. Very flat torque curve, not very much horsepower. Then you have the econo version, and then you have the performance version. So the 15 alone, this is not counting the 12 and the other smaller engine, just the ISX 15 has 3 grade of engine, and then each engine has multiple horsepower settings and multiple torque settings. So you pop the hood, it says ISX, you could have 15 different ISX versions, and they'll all perform slightly differently and get different fuel economy. Then when you get into transmissions, you know, we'll start on the low end. They make a 7-speed straight shift, sequential, not sequential, you would call it synchronized box. You don't see them too much anymore, but they make a 7-speed. There's an 8-speed, there's an LL8, there's a 9, there's a 10, there's a Super 10. They now have a 12. I think they've had 12s for a while. I've just never seen one before. They have 13s. They have a 13 Super Duty. They have a 15. They have an 18. And then all of those transmissions could be matched to an auxiliary box. So double that. And then you have a variety of different axles and gear ratio combinations, including a lot of trucks are now coming out with a tag axle. Basically only one axle drives, and the other one, when you're empty, you can lift it off the ground, less rolling resistance, more fuel economy. Anyway, so when you compare a pickup truck to a rig, they're different. even for you guys that are looking to buy a rig, there's a really, really wide assortment. You know, you can go big block, so your 14, 15, and 16 liters. You can go small block, which is your 12 and 13s. Or if you're like gonna stay local and just do Amazon really lightweight loads, you could even go down to a 9 or a 10 liter, or even like the M11, and do just fine running around the city. You'll have a little lower gear ratios, so it wouldn't be a great cross-country truck, but you'll have more than enough power to pull, you know, the 30,000 pound max that Amazon puts in these things, you know, 50, 60 miles. And so that could be a whole nother topic for a video, how to pick the properly spec truck for your application. Anyways, and I just rambled on and made this a longer video. Just wanted to wish everyone a good morning. Hope everyone's safe. And if you're not working at home, enjoying the family, thanks for watching.